Small talk is easy when you know exactly what to say. And since small talk's an important part of human interaction, today I'm going to give you the body language skills and the exact things to say that will help you out at your next event. Welcome to Coffee with Colleen. If this is the first time you're watching me, my name is Colleen Hammond. Make sure you hit, actually it's over here, the subscribe button and click on the bell so you'll know the next time that I post a video. Today we're going to be talking about self-talk and small talk. And it's not really superficial because, like I said earlier, chatting is a part of human interaction. Unless, of course, you go to the store and you see everybody like this, or restaurants and everybody's on their phone. I think it's because they forgot how to engage in small talk and conversations. And that small talk, or those icebreakers, are kind of like the appetizer to a main course. So you get the appetizer, you just get your taste buds whetted, and then you move on to deeper conversations. But you have to have those initial conversations before you can take a step forward. And the interesting thing is, in this day and age where we're so electronically connected, we've lost the art of even talking with a cashier. Just a small conversation, they have shown, will increase not only your happiness, but the other person's joy and happiness for that day by over a third. 34% actually. So whether you're in line for coffee, or you're at Walmart talking to the cashier, or you're at a networking event, here are 4 tips that you can start using to improve your small talk. First and foremost is your self-talk. What are you saying to yourself? I can't do that. I can't engage in small talk. I don't know how to meet people. I avoid networking events because last time I went, all of these things that are going on in your head, we're going to erase all those right now. Because just because that happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen in the future. Did you know that anxiety and stress are actually thinking about the past or anticipating the future? There is no stress and anxiety in the right now. It's just our thoughts. So learn to clean up your self-talk. Learn to clean up that conversation that you're having with yourself, and use the tips that I'll show you today so that next time you won't be worried about it. So that's the easy part, is the self-talk sometimes. Second is your body language. When you engage in a conversation with someone else and they're turned sideways, or they have their arms crossed, or their head is down, how does that make you feel? Do you feel like they're closing you off, or if they're standing this way, like they want to flee and run away? So watch your own body language when you're talking to somebody else. Make sure that your shoulders are squared up with their shoulders, that your feet, both of them, are pointing to that other person. They may not know exactly why they like you and they feel that you're an open and warm person, but those are the body language skills that they will pick up subconsciously, that you like them, and consequently they like you. Don't we like other people who like us? Even if at first we were kind of unsure about them, but they're like super excited about us. Oh, I love you so much. Wow, really? I guess I kind of like you too. So when you subconsciously send those messages to another person that you like them, by squaring up your shoulders to them and pointing your feet toward them, that gives them the warm fuzzies about you. All right, number 3. Here are the questions. Here's the things to do to help you with your small talk and your networking. The most important thing to remember is that people like you when they are talking, when they think that you're interested in them and you're asking them questions. Oftentimes we think at these networking events, you have to dazzle them with our knowledge or our expertise or our brilliance or our character or our sense of humor. That's not what people like about other people. What they want to know is that they're heard. People want to know that they're being listened to and that they matter. Oprah Winfrey said when she interviews top people, nearly everybody says the exact same thing once the recording and the cameras go off. How was that? Was that good? Did I do okay? People want to help and they want to be heard. They want to know that their message is being heard. So what does that mean? That means they don't want to be talked at or talked to. They want to be listened to. So that's the tip number 3, is asking questions of other people, not only to get to know them better, and don't do it in a manipulative way. I'm not saying that, but it helps you find common ground with them as well. Who else do you know? And as a journalist, these are the who, what, when, where, why, how questions, right? Who else do you know here? Hey, what did you do this past weekend? What did you think of that speaker we had earlier? When did you find out about the party? Or when did you find out about whatever it is that they're speaking to you about? Hey, where are you from? Follow it up with, what's it like there? Do you miss it? How do you know the hostess? And be creative. Oftentimes we get into the rut and hey, how you doing? That's just the normal icebreaker. But if you really want to stand out, or if it's somebody that you know and you already know all the answers to all these questions, try to think of more creative questions and things that might go a little bit deeper. Now, these types of questions may not be something that you ask someone the first time you meet them, but these also could be used for people that you know, or if you're in a conversation and you feel and sense that lull in the conversation, throw in these types of questions. What are one of those things that you're really good at that you could teach? Would you encourage your own children to go into your line of work? I need a vacation. What's on your bucket list? Where would you like to go? Or where have you been that was a great vacay that you could tell me about? What's something that's on your bucket list that you want to try doing? Jumping from a plane, eating sushi. I know people that have never eaten sushi before. What's something that you did? What was your first job? What was the very first job? I love that question. What's your favorite memory from last year, your childhood? What's your biggest accomplishment for this week or this month? So get creative in some of your questions. Now, it's also important to understand and kind of know something about the person that you're speaking with or asking these questions of, because they could feel interrogated. And because of my journalism background, people have said that to me before. Like, wow, I feel like I'm being interviewed. Well, you kind of are. I'm interested. I like people and I'm trying to learn more about you. So you can see, and if people ask you a question, do the porcupine. Throw the question right back at them. If someone asks you, what was your most memorable moment from last year? Gosh, let me think about that. What about you? What was your most memorable moment? And so you can throw those questions back and forth and play porcupine, right? And tossing it back and forth. And finally, learn how to exit gracefully. So in the beginning, I said, watch your body language. You don't want to do this. But when you're squared up with someone, that is engaging in conversation. If you feel like this is a conversation you want to or need to exit, start using your body language to send those subconscious signals that we're winding down. And it could be that you angle your feet or one of your feet off to the side. And if they're not picking up on that, you can start to angle your body just slightly. And subconsciously, you're sending the message that you're moving on. Or you can say things if it's an urgent situation and you're like, I need to get out of this conversation because, sometimes that happens. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting a text. I have to answer my children. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. I'm going to run out in the hall and take this. Or I just need to powder my nose. If you'll excuse me for a minute, because I think I got to go to the bathroom. It's just a little TMI, right? And always end your conversation with, I enjoyed chatting with you, or it's nice to speak to you, or it's nice meeting you. End up that conversation on a warm note. Because guess what? You're probably not the only person that doesn't like networking or doesn't like small talk or doesn't feel that they're good at it. One of my dear friends is amazing at networking, but guess what? She plans. She plans what she's going to say. She learns about who's going to be there. She asks them bunches of questions. So just take a deep breath and remember, it's not about trying to dazzle someone else with your vocabulary or your sense of humor or your knowledge. It's about learning about other people and getting to know them. So I hope these tips were helpful for you. Which one out of all of these was your top tip that you are going to use at your next networking event? Make sure you make those comments and let me know below. And also, if there's any other topics that you're interested in learning about, either comment below or pop me a DM, and I'll make sure that I make that in an upcoming video. All right, we'll see you next time.